already know who it is. It's your boy, Ron Burgundy, Mr. Unapologetically Ignorant. You know the motto, if you're not a part of the solution, you're part of the problem. This ain't the fat mother effer to mess with ye.
You already know who it is. It's your boy, Ron Burgundy, Mr. Unapologetically Ignorant. And you know the motto, if you ain't part of the solution, you're part of the problem. This ain't the fat mother effer to mess with. Yeah, we ain't always going to see eye to eye, but as long as we all come together, hit that like button, subscribe, and share, guess what? We going to be all right. I know somebody who ain't. Yeah, Offset. And allegedly, they say he got shot in the hiney. Yo, what's going on, man? All right, so if anybody's been seeing what's going on in the news, I know a lot of podcasters ran up here before they even brushed their teeth in the morning and did their little segments and got up here saying this person was shot, this person was shot, all this. So I sat back cool and cut, and I'm like, oh, you know what? We just wait to see what goes on. And lo and behold, I knew there was something that we didn't get in the first media press release, okay? Now, if anybody knows, it happened in front of the Seminole Hard Rock Casino out there in Miami, okay? Allegedly, little TJ was with his entourage. You know, Offset was up there gambling. Now, let's backtrack a little bit before we get right into that part. Now, there's a little history and a little problems between these two because I don't know when it happened. Don't get me to lying about the dates, but Academic just posted a little snippet of the interview. Basically, I guess one day, you know, when Offset was doing bad, he ain't had no chicken on him. So basically, he was gambling. He borrowed a 5-piece from Lil TJ. That didn't work out for him. Lil TJ said he went and borrowed some other money. Then came back to Lil TJ for another 5-piece. So basically, he owed Lil TJ 10 grand. You know, when TJ went to go collect, allegedly, as what Lil TJ said on Academic Show, Offset told him to get it in blood. He told him to get it how the mosquitoes and the Red Cross do. You guys believe that? Yo, man. The Bad and Bougie rapper told Lil TJ to get it in blood. Come on, man. We can't make this shit up. So, I guess when they crossed paths, something transpired. Now, we don't know what exactly transpired other than that Lil TJ's mugshot, he doesn't have a scratch, black eye, nothing on him. His charges was disorderly conduct and some driving without license shit. There was no pew-pew on there. There was no possession of a pew-pew on there. So now we know that. We do know that allegedly Offset got hit in the hiney. Now, there was 2 people arrested at the scene. They were detained at the scene. Okay? Now, from what we're seeing, if little TJ wasn't charged with the pew-pewing, right? There must be a OODA. Yeah, somebody out there. Yeah, somebody out there protecting the bag, homie. Yeah, homie. So this man getting figgy. Now, there's different reports. Seti Nash said Offset had the upper hand. This person, we don't know, okay, because we wasn't there. So we just gonna talk about only the facts. We do know that somebody got pew-pewed. We do know that little TJ was not charged with that. Those are not his charges in the state of Florida. Yeah, they don't play that out here. So that means one of 2 things. They got full evidence that he didn't do it, or the person who did it stepped up and said, yeah, it was me. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, this not a good look, man. People, listen, right? Just think about what happened, right? They wasn't at a house. They wasn't at the studio. Somebody's grandmoms and mothers and aunts and whatever else, cousins, brothers, sisters, they was visiting that establishment to have a good time. Okay? And here y'all go. You see what I'm saying? With the fuckery. Excuse my language. Why can't people go out and have a good time? Offset, if you really owe that man that money, why didn't you just send him a little cash app, nigga? We know you got some money. We hoping, you know. We know Cardi B You got a spouse. You gonna have a spousal support and shit. So come on, man. That was a bad move on both of y'all brothers, man. And little TJ, you know, ain't you tired of going to jail, homie? Like, come on, man. Let's everybody get money and live life, man. Y'all out here acting like fools in public settings, man. Somebody could have got hurt. If there was really a pew-pewing up there, what happens if that book? Look, didn't we just see something in New York City where a 7-month-old baby got unalive because of some reckless endangerment shooting from somebody else? Come on, man. Y'all got to do better, man. We got to do better. You did bad, homie. Both of y'all did bad. Yeah, come on. Y'all could have shook it out. Y'all had that much on y'all chest. Y'all ain't have to do that there. Go to the parking lot. Go handle your business. Now, you know what I'm saying? The Schwammies getting pulled down. People getting pew-pewed. Everything is all over the news. Come on, man. We ain't want to wake up to see, you know, we lost one Migo. Nigga. Like, we down to 2. We ain't trying to, you see what I'm saying? Come on. You do the right thing, man. Things don't happen. But again, y'all keep that shit in the hood and keep that away from the people, man. Regular people, man. People go out there to have a good time. There's tourists from all different countries and places and states trying to have y'all. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share, man. I'm talking sense to y'all. This is not cool. What he did was not cool, whether he did it or not. That whole segment, that whole movie they just made is corny. You see what I'm saying? Little TJ's not a real one for that. Offset's not a real one for that. They endanger the lives of people, man. What do y'all see? This is when we have to start separating, you know, the bullshit from the real shit. You see what I'm saying? We're not gonna be up here promoting like that was a cool thing to do. Like, oh yeah, because he said, you know what I'm saying, get it in blood. He really stood on business and got it in blood. Nah, homie, he just now you niggas can never go there and have a good time again. You might not be able to go to Notes. Yeah, that's all y'all did. Y'all didn't do nothing. That wasn't impressive. You ain't impressed nobody. And who y'all trying to impress? What as if somebody would have got unalived, homie? Yeah, that would have went a whole different way. Trust me. It happens like that. You see what I'm saying? If he'd have unalived, oh boy, they both would have wore that felony. Yeah, the commission of a crime, somebody died, man. That's called felony homicide. Y'all better get y'all facts straight. But yeah, man, I'm gonna leave y'all with that, man. We gotta make better decisions as human beings. It's not as street niggas, you know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. We just got as human beings, man. Think about others before you act out when there's others around. Like, again, that could have ended real bad. Y'all gotta pay attention to the news and get off of TikTok and really see what's going on in our communities, man. Innocent people are getting hurt every day for shit they ain't got nothing to do with. You see what I'm saying? We got to stop exploding in public places and harming the everyday Americans and people who don't have nothing to do with our drama. That was not smart on either end. He could have let that go, man. He could have let that go. It's 10 bands. Y'all niggas got money. Y'all out there squabbling over 10 bands, and I don't want to hear it's about principle. It ain't about principle. About principle is y'all wouldn't be out there doing that shit that can harm somebody else. So whether he did it or not, who did it or who not did it, all y'all are some bozos for that, man. And we ain't jacking that, man. Y'all know who it is. It's your boy, Ron Burgundy, Mr. Unapologetically Ignorant. And you know the motto. If you ain't part of the solution, you part of the problem. This ain't the fat mother effer to mess with. Yeah. We ain't always going to see eye to eye, but as long as we all come together, hit that like button, subscribe, and share, we going to be all right. I done ran the streets, been in jail. I really